Hello everyone, and welcome to another beer review. Now today, excuse me, I'm doing a beer that was again donated by Adrian, and it's an American Pale Ale, and it's brewed for Morrisons, which is a supermarket chain over here in the UK. So we're doing Oakham American Pale Ale. I'm going to burp in a minute. I do apologise, but I've been doing other beer reviews, and well, there's one there that was just a bit strange. And if you watch the review, you understand why. I've got kind of wind going on. But anyway, so this is Oakham American Pale Ale. It's apparently brewed exclusively for Morrisons. It's a collaboration between the award-winning Cambridgeshire craft brew legends at Oakham Ales and Morrisons. The result is a classic American Pale Ale bursting with citrus and tropical hop flavours. There we go. It's 4.5%. I don't know what it costs. It's a 500ml bottle, but I would probably say it wouldn't be any more than £2 probably. And the deals that you get in Morrisons are usually quite good anyway. They do a lot of kind of multi-buys and things like that are quite good. And yeah, so there we go. So the American Pale Ale. So let's crack it open. Got my little sheep. And and let's see what this one's like. Well, it looks quite like an American Pale Ale, because I always find that the American ones are usually kind of lighter, a bit more straw coloured. The British ones are usually a bit darker, even when they're actually supposed to be like that. Well, I'll do the picture for Instagram. There we go. But yeah, it's a nice kind of straw colour. Yeah, let's see what it smells like. Yeah, getting citrus. Yeah, getting the citrus hops. Yeah, getting light citrus though. Getting no tropical aromas. So you're not getting any passion fruit or like that. Not even getting any floral either. So just light citrus, and that's it. The head's dissipating quite quickly as well, as you can see. You can almost see the bottom. So there you go. So let's see what it tastes like. Well, there's citrus there, but again, it's quite well managed, quite well controlled. Nice balance to it. Nice malty sweetness as well, actually. So yeah. So let's break this down and see what it tastes like. Right. So again, starts off with malty sweetness, and you're getting kind of citrus hop flavours. Fairly strong at the start, I would say. Fairly kind of strong. I've had ones that have been light, and I've had ones that have always kind of heavier with the citrus at the start. But I would say this is a good kind of medium citrus with the malty sweetness. Moves into the mid-tongue, and things just kind of die down a wee bit. And you've got the malty sweetness, which is still quite prevalent in the mid-tongue, along with the kind of citrus kind of hoppy flavours. You're starting to near the end of the mid-tongue. You're starting to get a slight bitterness coming in with the hops now, and moves on to the kind of aftertaste. And surprisingly enough, you expect the kind of bitterness to really kind of become stronger, and it doesn't. It lingers a bit, but no, it just kind of the citrus flavour and the malty sweetness just kind of quite quickly dissipate. And you're just left with this very kind of mild bitterness, very mild, really kind of gentle bitterness. But it does hang on a wee bit, so it does. It hangs on a bit longer than quite a lot of them do. But yeah, but because excuse me, it's not too strong, it's not too invasive or too kind of overpowering or sickening from that point of view. So yeah, it's actually quite nice. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. So yeah, not a bad beer actually. But they've got that kind of malty sweetness just at a nice balance, to be totally honest. It's quite a well brewed beer from that point of view. There's a good balance between them, and they tend to kind of work off each other from that point of view. So again, the citrus doesn't get too overpowering, but also the maltiness doesn't become too sweet either. So the two of them are kind of like balancing each other out, which is quite good. And again, it's not too bitter in the aftertaste. There is a bitterness there. It does obviously linger, but it's not a strong bitterness. There's not one that's really kind of sickening or overpowering. So, what would I give this out of 10? Well, I think, not knowing the price, but I think it's roughly maybe about, probably between £1.70 and £2 a bottle. I wouldn't expect this to be more than £2 a bottle, so I think it'd be roughly between the £1.70 and £2. Oakham, well, yeah, they're not a bad brewery. So they are, not a bad one. And yeah, they make quite a nice American Pale Ale. That's if you like American Pale Ale. I don't mind American Pale Ale, but again, it's never going to be my first choice from that point of view. I don't go looking for it. I mean, obviously, if it was on tap in a pub, then yeah, I might give it a go, just to try it, and that's what I like to do. If I'm in a pub and they've got quite a good selection of beers, then I'll try just different beers. I'll kind of push myself out of my comfort zone. I say, well, I can get all the other stuff that I would normally drink any other time, so let's try some different things. And that's what I'll do. I'll have a different pint every time and just try a few different. So from that point of view, that's where I usually kind of taste my American Pale Ales or things like that. Although obviously Adrian does buy quite a lot as well, so I wouldn't really buy it, but I do kind of drink it probably more regular than what I would normally, because I do the reviews. So out of 10, I'm going to give this a 6. I'm going to give this a 6. It's a nicely brewed beer. Maybe not my favourite style and things like that, but still a nicely brewed beer, and I can appreciate the work that's gone into it. And yeah, some nice flavour profiles. So yeah, 6 out of 10. It's a 500ml bottle. You'll get it at Morrisons. It's a Oakham American Pale Ale, and it's brewed for Morrisons on behalf of Oakham Breweries in Cambridgeshire. So yeah, if you're in Morrisons and you see it, well yeah, give it a try and see what you think. You might quite like it. Would I buy it again? Well, I didn't even buy it this time. Excuse me, it was donated to me. I might do it as a collection. If I'm doing a multi-buy, I'll maybe chuck one in or things like that. But I wouldn't go hunting for it just because of the style. It's not because it's a bad beer or things like that. It just, American Pale isn't really my first choice, so I wouldn't go in search for it or buying a whole load of it and things like that. But if I was doing a multi-buy, I think, well, I need a beer to kind of, make up the amount for the kind of multi-buy kind of discount, then I might chuck one in the basket just to kind of to have it as as something different, as a wee kind of palate cleanse or something like that, if I'm doing lots of reviews or just basically want something kind of different. So yeah, so thanks for watching, cheers, and bye for now.